This is not the way. This is my review.
Hey there, welcome to GemiiToys. Here we are once again with another unboxing and review video. This time taking a look at the Mandalorian Boba Fett. I've been awaiting this figure with great excitement and so glad to have him in my collection. I did get the single pack and I'll share with you guys why I didn't go with the 2-pack a little bit later on in the video. But yeah, so looking forward to sharing my thoughts on this wonderful piece. But first, remember to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future content coming up on the channel. So first, we're going to take a look at the box as we usually do. This is the typical Star Wars and Star Wars The Mandalorian box with the wraparound band here. You can see some images of Boba Fett. I really like this pose. I think I might have to pose him on the shelf like that. So yeah, 3 images on the box. You can see here. And then when you open the box, you're gonna see this insert with a real nice image. I believe this is the same as some promotional art for the Mandalorian Season 2. I think I've seen that image before of the actual Boba. And when you remove that, then nice presentation of the figure. So yeah, let's open them up. But first, take a look at the warnings. No, this is just the box of the back. I just wanted to share that. Yeah, Disney likes to now throw on Mickey Mouse, and yeah, they like to make sure they say that this is their version of Boba Fett. Just wanted to throw that out there. Anyway, I thought it was interesting. Really rubbing it in our faces. Anyways, here is this is my first Boba Fett figure. The scene really caused an impression, but as I usually like to do, this is the accessory I'd like to look at, and the jetpack. As you guys can see, it's got a magnet, plenty of weathering. Look at all that weathering. Really nice. Yeah, it's been so many Boba Fett figures, but this is my first. I mean, again, you know, I've said it many times. This look belongs to a scene that caused a heck of an impression. I mean, it's probably the best Disney Star Wars I've seen, along with Luke Skywalker's scenes. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. And let's get him out of his wrappings. I love this part. As you guys know, I say it pretty much in every video. Is first taking him out of the box. Taking out the figure, that is, out of the box. You know, him, Boba. Yeah, I mean, this is Boba to me. Boba is the armor. As much as I like Temuera Morrison, I got enough of his face in Book of Boba Fett, so yeah, I went with the single. I can't see myself displaying 2 Bobas. I can see myself wanting that head sculpt. And yeah, I can find that head sculpt later on. They're gonna make plenty of them. of this, you know, this I could find of this version or some of the future versions. So yeah, that's why I just went with this. I didn't want to pay twice for 2 figures. Just wanted to pay for one, and then I can always get the head sculpt. But we're taking a look at the figure around. Got some tread, that knee guard. This kind of papery thing is kind of weird, but I don't mind it. It's alright. It's an extra layer and you don't really see it. So look at all this weathering. Yeah. When I did Heavy Mando, I was impressed with the weathering, and look at that strength of that magnet. It really grips on there. It's really great that Hot Toys went with the magnetized jetpack, just like Beskar Mando. And here I'm taking a look a little bit, testing out the articulation. It seems there's no fat suit in the arms. Yeah, so it should articulate better than Mando. There's definitely a fat suit here because, you know, Boba was eating all those tentacles in the Sarlacc pit while he was stuck in there. How else would he have survived, you know, and gotten chubby? So a lot of people call him Boba Fett, but I like how he looks. Just bulky and kind of badass. Went well with that scene. Just brutal Boba. So I definitely fell in love with the character with that scene. So next we're going to be taking a look at the accessories, but first let's take a look at the manual, which is kind of interesting. This is the 2-pack manual. You guys are going to see. Yeah, there it is. There's the head sculpt. Yeah, I'm going to want that head sculpt down the line, but I can find them later on, a loose head sculpt. I'm sure of it, and I don't have to pay for 2 figures. This is the only thing I really want of the 2-pack. I did like in Book of Boba, you know, his Tuscan look, and I like it, but not enough to display on the shelf. So don't think I didn't like that. I did, but anyway, we're taking a look here at some hands. So here is I want to say trigger happy. No, yes, to hold the gun. Trigger happy hand. Let's just call it that. And here's the other trigger happy hand. This is to kind of, you know, doing his cowboy thing, like flipping around his gun. I love that. It's great. I've never seen a hand like this before. So it goes right there, holding that gun, or you just kind of have him relax, have the gun relax on it. And then you get these 2 closed fists. You do have some weathering, as you can see. It's got some brown, just black, typical Mandalorian hands, only black with some little bit of weathering. And here you have some wrist pegs in case you break them. Here we have the flamethrower effect. All this stuff I'll show you displayed on the figure a little bit later, but we'll go insert it there. Real nice. It catches the light real nice and good, just like this piece here that would kind of just insert there. Show you that later too. Yeah, and this is the chain code. Basically, this is me, Boba Fett. This is my father, Jango Fett, type of thing. Looks nice. I like it as well. Now this is a piece definitely that if I were to display him with that piece, I'd like the head sculpt. But here's the other knee guard. It's nice that Hot Toys included an extra knee guard. It's interesting because the original Boba Fett from the original trilogy didn't have like these guns on both sides, only on one side. So some real strange things happen in that Sarlacc pit. And there you can see left. So either though in the series he only had one knee guard, he comes with an extra, and I might use that because I like 2 knee guards. It looks, you know, some ways better, but it's just not series accurate. And then you have these whistling birds, so you can attach to the knee guard. I'll show you that a little bit later as well. And you just attach them. They're kind of hard to attach, but I will demonstrate that. Because these pieces, I thought they were kind of soft plastic, but they're not. They're really a hard plastic, which makes it a little bit scary when inserting. Yes, I know, that's what he or she said. Never mind. So yeah, here we have the jetpack again. Let's take another look. Look at all this weathering, and this is where maybe Han Solo struck him and then it was repaired, perhaps. It's great. Yeah, look at all this weathering. And then this pad in the back. Let's try inserting one of these rockets. I didn't insert it all the way because I'm just a little bit scared to damage the paint application on the rocket. And then these, never mind. Yeah, these do articulate. That's what I thought. Okay. I thought so. I'm just a little nervous. Again, it's my first Boba Fett figure, but I thought those did articulate. But they're kind of tight in there, and good to see that they. I wouldn't have done it unless that little accident happened. So yeah, there you go. So you can put these fire effects and just, jetpack is taken off, and this, well, it's really stuck in here. Let me get this off. There we go. No damage. Oh, good. No problem. And then launching the rocket effect, I want to call it, which is I've never seen this again by Hot Toys, anything like this. It's nice. I wouldn't display them on the shelf like this, but it's definitely nice for pictures and for some video. I'm gonna do a pose video for this figure as well as a comparison, so definitely stay tuned for those videos coming after this one. Let's attach the backpack. See, very easily. It's strong magnet. Very nice. And here we have a little piece of Simi Valley. I mean, this is not the first time we see this base. I believe Luke Skywalker from Force Awakens had the same base, but hey, it gets the job done. Again, I used to live in California in Westlake Village next to Thousand Oaks, and that's very close to Simi Valley where they shot the wonderful scene. Again, one of the best Star Wars I've ever seen. Can't stress it enough. I just so loved the scene of him kicking the butt of all those stormtroopers. So badass. And here's the pole, and I'm not gonna use it. It's typical pole that for flight display options, but no, I'm not. I don't trust these things very much, but I will demonstrate it as usual for you guys in this video. And this pinch always usually damages figures. For this one, it should be okay since it's mainly pinching onto the material. And let's take a look at the pistol. Thank you, Boba. And yeah, real nice detail. Doesn't seem to have any articulated or removable parts. Maybe I'm mistaken. Thought I checked it well. But yeah, it doesn't have like a cartridge you can take out or anything. But the scope, yeah, if you call it that, yeah, real nice. Looks like a actual blaster pistol. And taking a look here again at the figure with his jetpack on. Take it off and just kind of show you guys a little bit more. This holster here is pleather, I believe. I wish I could say it's leather, but I don't think so. And you can put the blaster pistol in there. And yeah, taking a little closer look here at the knee guard. Yeah, I'm thinking to display him with these two. They're different. They do have different weathering as well as a little damage, like a dent in a different spot. And yeah, the holster for the gun does have a magnet, just like Han Solo. I think Han Solo was like that. And removing here the helmet so we can take a closer look. Yeah, that's Boba Fett's helmet. I believe they reduced the size. I mean, it still looks large. He still looks a little bobbleheadish, but that's how he was in rangefinder. I like this thing. Just seems a little bit delicate. I was a little worried when I got it out of the box. It goes there with when you shoot your rockets, but I was a little worried when I was getting him out of the box that would be bent. I've seen that before on some reviews. Figure comes with a rangefinder bent, but then we have some detail here, which is why the figure, I mean, that's for the extra head scope. You can remove that one piece of foam, and then this kind of just grips on, or you just stuff that piece of foam. I'll show you a little bit later more, but I just wanted to show you there the detail inside the helmet. It is there. Hopefully the lighting kind of, you guys got a good idea there. It's not a terrible lot of detail, but Hot Toys didn't have to do it, and they did. So let's set him up here, put his rangefinder down, and shooting that rocket. Looks good. I like this figure, most definitely. So this is not really a pose. This is me just having him standing there as usual, posing. Not a pose, but he's posing. So we can take a close look again at the details. You can see the boots have plenty of weathering. This piece here got weathering as well. I kind of want to stuff this kind of between the legs, if that makes any sense. So you can see the only knee pad he really had in the series, which was this right one. Like, that's why I'm thinking to put the left one, that way it doesn't look so empty, because the only knee pad he has is covered by this kind of skirt thing. Not skirt, but and plenty of weathering everywhere, as you can see. These are removable. These bullets on his belt. Showed you the holster before is magnetized. Taking a look at the gloves, the gauntlets with all that weathering. Paint application is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Looks great. Looks like the paint has been removed, and the Beskar is basically exposed. These tubes connect to they don't really connect to anything. They're just kind of stuffed in there behind the armor and the shoulder, the back. And look at the chest area. All this weathering. It's got like yellow marks. Paint's all been rubbed off. You can see those numbers there. It doesn't light up, but it's nice that they added that detail, of course. And here on the shoulder pad. Yeah, from all those battles, being in the Sarlacc pit, yeah, kind of paint melting away. Just great. All the sand. Looks like the suit's been exposed to a lot of sand. Yeah, Hot Toys definitely always impresses the heck out of me with these pieces. Especially these kind like this. With an armor and just the weathering and detail. It's just fantastic. So here I put the rocket. This time is inserted, balls inserted all the way, and yeah, looks great. You don't have to worry about damaging the paint on the rocket. At least I haven't had an issue. So, and there you can see the magnet. I think it's got like 2 magnets on each side. It's very strong, and you can barely move it around. It just sits there, real nice. And yeah, looking good, Boba. Yeah, this is my favorite Boba. I can't see myself. I'm glad I waited this long to get a Boba Fett, and I can't see myself getting any other Bobas. I mean, this is the badass Boba to me. It's a very nice, it's a sweet spot between old school Boba and new generation Boba. So I don't know. What am I saying? I said the same with we were looking at the dent. Cad Bane, I believe, did that dent on his helmet. But anyways, without getting too sidetracked, yeah, this is I'm happy with this, and I don't know if I'll get a book of Boba Fett since he was not so badass there, but yeah. Remember, you guys remember this scene? He's intimidating that stormtrooper. It was something like this when he first showed up in the armor, and then just knocked the hell out of all of them. So here he's blowing them up and shot him to the ground, and he's still kicking ass. That's why I like this version so much. To me, Boba Fett, in the original trilogy, as much as I love the design, he didn't really do much, So here he really kicked some serious butt. So, like I said, I can't stress it enough. Really, really. I've seen that scene so many times. You guys would think I'm crazy how many times I've seen this scene. Taking a look here at the pistol, I didn't show before or demonstrate. It's a little hard to get in there, so be careful. The main thing you got to be careful. I'm shooting there, but is the back part. That one piece can get in the way. It seems a little delicate. And speaking of these knee guards, I put one in already. I'm gonna attempt to. I'm showing you. This boot, you can take it, it goes on there, and then the I want to say shoe part of the boot, just plugs in there. So, like I was saying, I'm going to attempt to put the other whistling bird effect on camera. So I actually did this. This was my first shot at it, and I managed to achieve it. The thing I didn't achieve so well is getting the camera to focus, but it will focus here. There we go. So you just kind of put in the top part first, and then you can see I'm struggling a little bit. I'm just worried about these little gunny things, but they're really solid on there. I didn't feel like I would break anything. I was worried though. So put the top part in first, and then just kind of insert it, jam it in there. Gotta get a little rough with it. And here he is shooting his whistling birds from, again, I thought it was interesting that now he's got he shoots whistling birds. Apparently they were whistling birds the whole time, but he shoots them from both sides of the knee guard. And the original trilogy one only had them on the right side, I want to say. But hey, looks cool. They made some changes to the suit. I guess the Sarlacc pit is magical in a sense. A lot of things in Star Wars make no sense. Book of Boba, so many things made no sense. But then you look back at the original, the originals, a lot of things made no sense. I don't want to get into it, but so many things. And the prequels, Padme calling her children as she's dying, calling their names. Yeah, for example, just a lot of things don't make any sense. It's a story for kids, so as George Lucas said. So here he's shooting the stormtrooper. I love this scene. I know I did it a little bit different. The left arm is supposed to be fully extended, but I thought he looked cool like this. So I love this. This was such a callback to Jango Fett when he shoots the stormtrooper, and then he puts his pistol in the holster and just beat the crap out of these stormtroopers. Those are my customized stormtroopers, and then I have the one that's getting shot is the Hot Toys Remnant Trooper, and there you have them getting blasted. Yeah, That's the best I could do. I wanted to have them falling a little more, but we're going to take a look here at this same setup outside. I thought I'd take it outside for you guys so you can see in, you know, natural lighting what this looks like. As it does change and looks more realistic to me. What do you guys think? And I love how the wind is just catching that kind of skirt thing. You know, look at that. Really gives it a realistic look. Best lighting is outside, most definitely. So going back inside, here you have the pistol just relaxing, well, not relaxing, it's just kind of sitting on the hand. That's really easy to do. You just kind of, you don't have to insert anything, just place it, basically. And I keep going to the helmet because I really love the detail. Yeah, I really like that pose. I'm gonna probably display them on the shelf like that. So here, taking a look at the manual, we're gonna insert this one piece here, which is the chain code. And you take this one piece out first. You can see that piece, don't lose it. You can see it would be an easy piece to lose, and there you go, just like that. Taking a look at the chain code, or showing Mando the chain code. He's gonna be wearing his helmet. Don't have a head sculpt. This is again, this is definitely one of those poses that it would be nice to have the Temuera Morrison head sculpt. I love Temuera Morrison, don't get me wrong. I think he is a great Boba Fett. A lot of people think he's too old. Yeah, I could see where they're coming from, but I like him. I really like him as Boba Fett. I just wish he wouldn't have shown his face as much. So this is why I don't want to display Boba Fett showing his face. You know, I already got enough of that in Book of Boba Fett. So I know I will want that head sculpt though, because I know that's one of the best head sculpts Hot Toys has done to date. But again, I'm not gonna pay for two figures when all I want is a head sculpt. I know I can find that for somewhere between 50, 70 bucks down the line, so definitely will do that. Because I know how great it is, that head sculpt. Yeah, there it is. I know. And you got the manual teasing me that head sculpt. Anyways, he's got his range finder down. He's getting ready to shoot his rocket. So I got this set up. So I got him posed up. Got the firing effect of the rocket. Finally, I get a Boba Fett figure that shoots a rocket. It just doesn't actually shoot it like that one Kenner figure that never really released and goes for so much money now, those prototypes. Unbelievable. Yeah. I did always want a Boba Fett figure. I'm glad I waited this long, because it's a new character I can add to my collection. So I do love to collect them characters, and Boba Fett is a great character. Wanted him for a long time, and hey, now I got him. So now he's posed up, firing that rocket, ready to launch, or launching already. Looks good. You can't have him very down, you know, kind of looking down so much, but that's the best I could do. Here we have a little comparison for you guys. This is my customized Season 2 Beskar Mando. The thigh plate and the knee pad, knee guard next to Boba Fett. These two look great together. This is how, this way you guys can see what these two guys, I'm definitely gonna have these two guys. I did add the extra knee guard there, as you can see. But yeah, these two, as mentioned, look great together, and I'm gonna have them display in the shelf together. Yeah, let's take a look at the back of both. I'm glad now I got Season 2 display. Season 2 Mando is definitely my favorite Disney Star Wars, without a doubt. And yeah, very different looks for two Mandalorian figures. Of course, Mando is a cooler, more slick, I want to say. And speaking of, here we have Boba, named after Boba Fett. This is Boba the Frenchie. Hey Boba. If you like French Bulldogs, make sure to check out his Instagram. I'll link it up in the description. Check him out. Yeah, so yeah, here is Boba Fett stripped. I didn't strip him fully of his armor, but as you guys know, I like to mess around. So yeah, I wanted to take everything off, removing the one gauntlet that has all of those tubes. Putting those tubes back in. I don't recommend you do this, so heads up, don't do it. I just like to mess around. Just get to see a little more the insides. But this is as much as I'm gonna strip this figure, that's for sure. And speaking of the one gauntlet, this is the one that has the tubes, so you would kind of insert the flame effect. I think it can go a little further in, but I didn't. I know there's a little more space there. I just felt like it was gonna break those little pins that are there. So it looks good though. It's supposed to come from the top piece, but yeah. This is the only pose I'm gonna do with the, I want to call it what, flight stand for your flight poses. And then again, I'm showing you here that the rocket didn't have any paint damage, but this piece, some of the paint did rub on to this firing effect, so you can expect that. But the main things are the rocket and of course this jetpack, so no problems there. There he's got his jetpack because he already fired his rocket. Don't need this. Let's take a look at this pose. And it's really nice. Hot Toys actually gave us this flame effect. Is this version of Boba Fett never fired his fire? No, he never used the flamethrower, is what I want to say. So yeah, nice for them to include it. Again, they didn't have to, so because he doesn't do that until he's fighting. Once he did the repaint, once he started becoming lame, I want to say. Once he repainted his once he repainted his armor, I don't know what happened. You don't know how to fight anymore because he was fighting against. Never mind. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and stay tuned as I'm gonna do 2 more videos, a comparison video and a pose video. I'd like to give a shout out to Henry Japan on Yahoo Auction. Is got a great deal on this figure, and he's out in Hong Kong, and I've dealt with him before, and great service. So I'll link it up if you guys are in Japan. It's a good way to get figures from Hong Kong at a decent price. So that's gonna be all, and like I always say, subscribe, like, and comment. Enjoy the path of collecting, and I'll catch you guys next time.